Hello guys, this is Ben from Supercar Ben, and today we're reviewing the Mercedes SL43 AMG 2022. Considering the fact that this car is a beginner roadster, considering the jam-packed features that are contained within this car, like literally if you've given this to an L driver, they would have probably said that it's too much car for them. But anyways, within this review, we're going to talk about the exterior features, the interior features, and the sound test. But most importantly, we're also going to be talking about technical information and specs. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, coming over to the technical specification of this car, because let's be real, this car packs a lot of horses. But before I talk about the engine specs, let's open up the bonnet. Oh wow, that was very satisfying. So if you didn't know, this car is a hybrid car, similar to a Toyota Prius. So combined with the combustion engine and also with the electric motor, this car produces 381 German horses with an additional 840 Newton meters of torque, which is honestly quite respectable for a convertible. So considering that this car is a hybrid, you're definitely going to have quick acceleration with that electric motor. So yes, this car has a lot of ample power. Now diving into more technical specifications, this car has a 2-liter displacement with 4 cylinders. Let's talk about pricing. Now let's talk about pricing, because this car approximately costs around £108,000, which is, it's a respectable price for a beginner roadster, but it really depends on your configuration. But yes, the price, I'd say it's comparable to a BMW M4. The BMW M4, it does produce more horses, but compared with the Mercedes-Benz, you're going to definitely have a better experience with this car. Because yes, this car has a lot of features. With this one-of-a-kind roadster, firstly, you'd want to take a look at those beautiful matte black rims. And also, what's also interesting, that Mercedes literally want to notify you that this is a AMG car. When we look at the rims right there, it literally says AMG on the spokes. But also it even gets better, because it also says AMG on the brake calipers, which is honestly very funny, but at the same time it makes the car a little bit badass, to be honest, because you know everyone's going to be shredding into their pants, because this car is an AMG. It's a car that's meant to tear through the Nürburgring in seconds. But I'd also want to talk about the large grille, which is obviously presented right in front of us. BMW fans are going to hate this, but let's be real, like, come on, like, this grille looks way better than the mustache-like BMW grille you'd see nowadays. Like, look at this design, I can't lie. Mercedes' design department has been quite innovative, I'd say. This is very nice, absolutely beautiful. But what I also like about this grille is this huge tri-star Mercedes logo, which is presented on the grille. I love how it's very sonorous, it's very shiny. Like, I don't know, just gives this car a luxurious feel. Now, coming over to the rear side of the vehicle, well, what do you really see here is quite a lot of design quirks performed by Mercedes. Well, let's talk about those. Let's talk about the chromatic badging you'd see in the back. So apparently there's like a darker black tint on the chromatic lettering, the AMG logo. Same applies to the Mercedes TriStar logo as well. I don't know, but it looks very cool, to be honest. It gives this car a very phantom-like feel, I'd say, which I can't lie, it adds character to the car. When you use your indicators, they're apparently animated, just like on a BMW or on an Audi. Now, if you didn't know, this car also has a retractable spoiler, which can be electronically controlled via the dynamic setting. So when you put this car into sports mode, yes, the spoiler actually pops up. Let's talk about those long doors. Because if you didn't know, just like a Tesla, this car has retractable door handles. So if I touch it, it comes out. Just look how long this door is. It's very long, absolutely long. And also, if you didn't know, the retractable roof can be controlled via the MBUX system. So you don't need to really fiddle around with physical buttons. Now, coming over to the interior. Because yes, this interior is very jam-packed, and all I can say is that there's quite a lot of features. This car has massage seats. Obviously, what you have to do is you have to firstly go into this fancy menu and you scroll through, press onto comfort. Then you have a menu that shows you your massaging options. You can massage your passenger if you want to, or you can massage yourself as the driver. So what you can do is that you can, just by a click of a button, your car is going to be able to massage you. There's 3 massaging options apparently: classic massage, relaxing massage, activating massage. But also, this is a car that has automated seats. So what you can also do with these seats is that you can literally put in your height and the car will automatically readjust the positioning of the seat based on your height that you've inputted into the car system. So you just have to go to seat, position seat automatically, put in your height. So for example, I'm like 180 centimeters. Then you click on the start positioning button. What's also nice is that this car has a feature called energizing comfort. So it's included with the energizing package. So as you click onto it, there's quite a lot of options for your energizing needs. So you have refresh, you have warmth, you have vitality. Yeah, there's quite a lot of energizing options, to be honest. Options that you're less likely would be using whilst you're driving your car. I'll show you the energizing comfort settings right now. Now, let's also talk about the infotainment system, which Mercedes call it the MBUX system, very fancy name. So, I can't lie, there's a lot of adjustability of the menu. It's very user-friendly, it's very understandable. It's honestly one of the biggest infotainment upgrades that Mercedes have ever done, which is, you know, it's very commendable. I like it, I love it. But also, since this is an AMG, you have like a performance button and a track pace button. So apparently, this car has hundreds of tracks stored into the infotainment system. So for example, if I'd want to race around the Silverstone track or the Nürburgring, well, guess what? This car has the tracks built into the system. So why would that be useful, you'd say? So for example, let's say you want to study the layout of the track. The car literally provides you a lot of information on the chicanes, the bends, the hairpins, and also this car has a built-in lap time as well, so you can, you know, log in your, you know, your personal best lap times, which is, you know, also a very nice touch by Mercedes. You can also show certain information that you'd want to be displayed. So for example, if I'd want to know what the G-force is, I can just literally click the G-force button to measure the amount of G's that my car is experiencing right now. for the sectors. Don't know what it really does. The warm-up, which shows technical information about your tires, including its pressure and temperature. You got the laps button, which shows you the amount of laps that you've done, I guess, and it also displays the duration of that lap. There's also a mini map. Oh man, this literally reminds me of one of those racing games. You know how come you play Gran Turismo and then there's like a mini map on the bottom right of the screen? It's like you're playing a racing game in real life, which is very nice. I like how Mercedes gamified their racing experience, to be honest. And also the display is retractable as well. So you can make it flat, or you can make it perpendicular, which is a very useful feature. And Mercedes has actually mastered the voice control this time. So let's try it out right now. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Change the interior lighting to green.
Unfortunately, I cannot answer that just now.
Well, I was wrong. But yes, this car has voice control, and also with Mercedes' simplified menu, you can literally change the color of the interior lighting, which is also an awesome feature. One of my most favorite features in every Mercedes, to be honest, because it just shows that you own the car. You can customize the interior lighting, which is something that you couldn't do in the past. Another interesting feature about this car is also the steering wheel, because apparently the dynamics can be changed via the steering wheel. So as you start up the car, these little clickable displays has a welcoming animation. So let's see that in action. Left knob right there. You can also click on them to change the certain aspects of the car that you want to be changed. Now moving on to the sound test. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for weekly videos.